Hello Niagara-on-the-Lake, Betty Disero here. I want to talk to you about this weekend past. As you know, the town of Niagara-on-the-Lake's sole mandate during this crisis is to keep the citizens of Niagara-on-the-Lake safe, healthy, and protected. So what we did this past weekend to try to do that in our town was put in a larger parking ban so people could not stop and wander and go into areas that they shouldn't be, or have the urge to have a picnic with more than 5 people, or doing things they shouldn't be doing. We decided that we would put in this parking ban and that our bylaw officers would try to enforce the measures that we could. We also sent out a message before the weekend to people saying, please stay home. We do not have the services or the facilities to accommodate you as tourists. We want to be proud when you come to Niagara-on-the-Lake. So we asked people to stay home. But notwithstanding the messages that went out to media companies even beyond Niagara region, people saw the good weather and they came. The reason why it's so important to us in Niagara-on-the-Lake to keep that area clear and free of residents at this time as well, to stop the spread of coronavirus, but also because in our neighborhood, in that neighborhood, it is a working, living, breathing neighborhood where residents live, they shop, they walk, and we need to keep our social distance, which we would not have been able to do had we not put these measures in place. Let's talk about statistics. For example, there was 10,452 incoming vehicles to town. With those vehicles, most of them went through town, even though it sounded like they all stayed here and revved their engines. Most of them passed through town. The ones that did stay, we gave out 113 parking tickets. 19 vehicles were towed. There was 8 emergency orders for groups larger than 5 gathering. There are 3 issues that are making this challenge to us even harder. The first is the region will not allow us to close the roads coming into Niagara-on-the-Lake. The second is that Niagara Parks Commission continue to keep their parking lots open because they feel that is their mandate. And the third issue is that those stores that you think may be non-essential for this time have been declared essential by the provincial government. So bicycle rentals, ice cream shops, and places like that actually attract tourists are declared essential by the provincial government. But we have to try to find a way to get around those challenges. So I want to tell you that this weekend coming, we've managed to look at some different hotspots in town. We know where we have to be now in terms of where people are congregating, and we're going to be hiring some extra staff to help with that. So I'm hopeful that we will get much better. The biggest issue for us on the weekend was Sunday afternoon when the weather became really warm and people wanted to walk around Queen Street with a beverage or an ice cream. And I realize that the residents are cooperating as best they can. Thank you so much for that. I know you're frustrated. I know you want to come out, but just have some patience for another couple of weeks or so until the province can come to terms with the opening up and moving forward. We need you to continue to comply. We need you to stay home. We need you to walk from home. We need you to wash your hands and not touch your face. Together we will get through this. If we had not done what we all did collectively as a community this weekend, the results would have been exponentially worse. And I want to thank you for playing your part in what we did this weekend to keep all our citizens safe in Niagara-on-the-Lake.